Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, October 30th, and the time is 8:47. And right now, I am getting ready to start my day. I am an RN case manager, and typically I see about 3 patients a day. But today I do have 2 admissions, which is honestly insane, y'all. Since I've been a case manager, I have never had 2 admissions because admissions just take a little while longer, because obviously it's the first time you're meeting this patient. This is the initial assessment, and it's a lot of extra things you need to do as far as charting is concerned. But I just feel like that is just, the enemy trying to work against me to kind of discourage me to not vlog this day. But I'm vlogging. Even if it's going to be a busy day, I'm going to go ahead and still vlog. So I was going to go into Starbucks. That was initially the plan, but Starbucks. But y'all, I'm not going to be able to go in right now, just to be honest, and that's okay. I'm going to grab a drink. I do have to hop on a Zoom call at 9 o'clock. That should take about, I would say, no more than 30 minutes. And then I will go into the office because I have some papers that I do have to print for my new admissions. So I'll go into the office, do that, and then I'll head out to see my first admission. Now, I do have my work phone here, and I just get like a basic report on the patient. And so I read over that, and I try to contact the family members to see if they want to come, like meet me, and just, I give them like an overview of what to expect, how often they will see me, because I am, I'm not a bedside nurse anymore. I just go in, I do my weekly visits, and if they are declining, I can see them like twice a week. But typically I see my patients once a week, unless something is going on, unless they had a fall or something, happened with them, something went on with them that's out of the ordinary. I could see them more. So I'm going to go ahead and check my work phone because it just beeped, and I will check back in a minute. Hi guys, so I am here at the office. I'm going to run in there. I'm going to print out all my papers for my new admissions, and then I'll head out to do my visits. I do have bacon egg bites, which I'm almost done with that. I did get a caramel frappuccino, which is almost done, and I did get some ice water. They do fill up your own cups. So I just want to talk a little bit about my role, what it is that I do as an RN case manager. So typically I have a caseload of patients. It could be anywhere from, I'd say, 10 patients to 18 patients. Right now I have 12. And pretty much I'm not a bedside nurse. It's not bedside nursing because my patients are at long-term care facilities and assisted living facilities. I go and see them. I do a head-to-toe assessment. And y'all know that assessment is just not just taking vitals. From the time you walk in, you are assessing a patient. You are seeing, like, their mood, if they're in pain when they move around. You have to be really, really diligent. And that's one thing that I'm learning as a nurse. I still consider myself a new nurse. I've been a nurse for 2.5 years. But that is one thing that I'm learning as a nurse, is that assessment skills have to be on point. If you have a really good assessment, you are a phenomenal nurse. I'm just throwing that out there. But I go and do my assessment. If they have a wound, I can change their wounds. Typically, I only do that for my ALF patients, because my patients that are in long-term care facilities or a nursing home, their staff will do it. It is a skilled nursing facility, so their staff just typically does it. I can order supplies for my patients, briefs, wound care supplies, personal care supplies, things of that nature. And we work very closely with a team of people. So I'm working with social workers, I'm working with nurse practitioners, other registered nurses. We do have an LPN that's on our team. I'm also working with CNAs that are phenomenal, and that's pretty much our team. We meet once a week, and just pretty much all the case managers just discuss, our patients, and, just think about solutions that can make, them have a better quality of life or make them more comfortable, and just problem solving. That is a lot in this role. I feel like I have to do that a lot, just problem solving, being creative. It's a lot of communication, a lot of communication, a lot of coordination, and just being a team player for sure. So I'm going to run into here. The time is 9:50. I need to be out of here about 10:20. That's my goal, because the facility is about 10 minutes away. So I'm going to try to be to my first facility at 10:30. And like I said, I do have 2 new admissions. So it's going to be some extra things that I need to do as far as charting and just being really diligent and asking just, all of the questions and coordinate, trying to coordinate with the facility. Yeah, it's not, and that's another big thing. And I'm probably rambling, but that's a big thing. With not only do you have to coordinate and communicate with my staff or the people, my colleagues that I work with my company, I also have to coordinate care with the facility and their nurses and their doctors, and that's not always easy. So that is something that I see being a challenge, when we're all like just not on the same page about our patients, and that could be a challenge. However, I always just try to go in and put my best foot forward. And if I have a question, I reach out to my team, like, how would you approach this situation? How would you do this? What med would you order? Or, I text a nurse practitioner and ask her those questions as well. So that's just basically me rambling. Like I said, I do have to kind of rush today, but that's okay. I'm going to run into here and I'll check back with y'all when I'm on the way to the facility. Okay, so I just completed my first admission. I just took my mask off, so pretty sure my makeup is not giving what it's supposed to give. But I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about what I just did on my initial assessment. So I called the family. I invited them to come out. The family was not able to come out. I did print out all of their paperwork and bring it with me. Luckily, the nurse practitioner and the wound care nurse was at this facility in the patient's room when I got here. So I was able to look at all of his wounds. I was able to get all of the measurements, talk about treatment, and I was able to touch bases with his nurse, get him some pain meds. And that's what honestly took the longest, because I was waiting on orders from our doctor. Some other things I looked at a bowel regimen for him as well. Typically, if they're on pain meds, we pair that with a bowel regimen. What else? Clearly, vital signs. And I looked at his history, and just pretty much looking at his history, seeing what his chief complaint was, and getting him some pain meds started. That was pretty much it. I do have a very, very detailed assessment listed here, and I was able to get some really good information on him. So what else? I'm going to order him, I already ordered him his medication. I am going to order him some wound care supplies and get that on board and bring it back with me. We don't do wound care at long-term care facilities because this is already a skilled nursing facility. So their wound care nurse will do it here. So I'm going to order it, bring it the next time I come and see him. So I'm headed to my other admission. I am going to get off my phone because we do get paid for mileage. So I'm going to put this facility in my GPS, and I'm going to talk to y'all after I leave that admission. Okay, so I am at home. I just came home and had lunch. The time is 4:15, and y'all, I've been in here. I ate leftover pizza from Meadow Mushroom and some chicken, and I'm finishing up my charts. Um, it's a lot. So it's just a lot of charting. I had to order, like I said, the medications. I had to make sure everything was in, and obviously my phone is still going off. So I need to check this. I need to finish my charts, and I'll check in with y'all before the end of the day. Hopefully, I'm done by 5. We'll see.